Hey y'all, I am so tardy to the party, and I'm sorry, but I just been so busy. People still have a million of questions about how to become a merchant seaman, or if I'm still a merchant seaman, things like that. I'm literally just gonna answer questions from YouTube, so let's pull it up, shall we? All right, I'm gonna start with question number one. That's the question that everybody seems to want to know. I would too. Are you still a merchant seaman? Yes, but I haven't been on a ship since I made that video. I was kind of just getting off a ship not long before. I took such a long break because I got a scholarship to go back to college playing basketball. I want to take that opportunity, take advantage of that scholarship while I'm still young, still able. I can always be a merchant seaman. I've already been there, done that. I wanted to kind of just experience other things, do other things, have a solid fallback plan. I value education, I think is important, so I took advantage of that. I did get my degree in business, so I'm happy about that. Part two to that question is, if you're not, do you plan on going back out? I'm considering it. Remember the first thing I told you was the passport. This picture is really ugly. Anybody ever gonna see this picture? This is my old Merchant Mariner credential. This is the new one because they expire after 5 years. You have to get another one. It's empty. It does have my picture in here, but it doesn't have all the credentials. This one's been through a lot. So when you get these, when you complete training and when you complete your classes, you complete your upgrading, things like that, the Coast Guard will send you documents to put in this book. The back of my book is empty because I don't have as many, but this is page like 15. But on page 13 though, it lists what I'm limited to and things like that. This is my new Twit card. Not the best picture. This, I was very skinny. This is the membership book. I'm not going to put my member number or my last name, but this is the membership book. My picture is in here. It's not cute. This is my B book. This yellow card here, your vaccine certificate. You can see they have no problem injecting you with vaccine, typhoid, hepatitis, polio shot, anthrax, smallpox. Old Twit card, new Twit card. I'm thinking about going back out, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. It's a pandemic going on. I've just been here working my regular job from home. Normally, the school that I went to, the training program in Maryland, will pay for you to go and all your classes are free. But in order for that, you have to sail at least 90 days out of the year, I believe. But because I was gone for school, I didn't sail at all, which means that in order for me to get back on a ship or even go back and take the classes because they do expire, I now have to pay for those classes myself. For me, because I'm part of the union, I can always log into the portal online and just look at what needs to be renewed, about to expire, and handle it that way. It's my job to stay on top of things. Like, people aren't going to call you and hound you. The only time they'll let you know your things are about to expire is when you are there to get a ship. Hi, may I know working hours? Do you work night shifts or all day? I'm assuming you meant night shift. It's usually about 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some departments, depending on your position, you will work night or you'll work day. You might just stay and watch. Depends on your position. So if you have to work 4 to 8 in the morning, you're going to work 4 to 8 at night, and then you have opportunity for overtime in the middle of the day. 8 hours plus the opportunity to work overtime. You don't have to, but it's expected, and it's usually about 4 hours plus of OT every day. Sunday, Saturday, yes. You're awesome. Thank you. MSC started doing weight requirements. Wow. You want to know something? People will get on my video where I'm explaining how to become a merchant seaman and ask me, how do I become a merchant seaman? What are the steps? And it's like, at what age do they force you to retire? I want a career change at 45. There was a woman in training while I was in training. She was in her 60s. They don't have an age requirement or an age limit. They didn't while I was there. I don't think they've changed that, and I don't think they will. Hey, I'm planning to get into it ASAP. I'm a male and I can easily braid my hair down, and it's not long. It's actually way above my neck. I was wondering, if I join, do I have to cut my hair? So a lot of people have been asking me with locks and with braids, with just growing it out. When I was in the training program, they were making men cut their hair. But I don't know if that's changed. Is it hard being a woman in that field? It might be hard for the guys around me, but with any job, it comes with its challenges, its difficulties. It all depends on you, though. Quick question: is it impossible to find a job labeled with a C card? My plan is I want to join a union after I do my first contract because I need employment fast. All right, that's a good question. If you want employment fast, a C card is a hit or miss, honestly. And a C card has to do with your seniority. Remember how earlier I was telling you I did my upgrade and they sent me more credentials to put in this book. When you go through the school, you automatically come out as a B card, which your seniority is above someone with a C book. This is my B book. If I go and we go to the union hall, like you saw in that one video, it's like a TV screen where all the jobs pop up on this board. If I go and you go with that C card, right? And we both want the same job, because I can take a job with my rating and I can take any job below that until entry level. So if I want the same job that you want, and we go up to that union rep at the same time, or say, I want this job, they're going to look and say, well, she has a B book, so she's going to get the job before you do. So it depends. If there's no one else in that union hall that wants that job, of course you're going to get employment fast. But if you ever have to beat out another person for that job, you're going to lose, and it might be a waste of money to just be sitting in the union hall. You're going to eventually have to get a different job until something comes through for you. If you're looking for employment fast, it depends. Sometimes it works out for people, sometimes it doesn't. Good luck with it either way, though. When is the school in Maryland admission date? Like, when do they start classes for students? They start classes, from what I remember, every month, once a month. They don't take anybody during, like, holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. They don't take people during those months. Google is my friend. Google is your friend. Baby moms, I'm not. Class 712 memories. 77. Do you need a high school diploma? No, you don't need a high school diploma. Actually, the training program I went to in Maryland, they actually have a program that will give you your high school diploma, no matter what age. Not a GED, your actual diploma. They have programs for that, which is pretty cool. Do you know if I can get a MMC with a marijuana misdemeanor charge? I don't know about before you can get it, but they do ask those type of questions when you're filling out the application. And also, once you do have it, if you ever, with the drug test and things like that you have to take, if you ever test positive for drug, marijuana, anything, with the program I went through, you have to go through rehab for a year that you pay for yourself out of pocket before you can be considered for getting this back. So I don't know if they will take it with a misdemeanor charge that you had previous, but I know they make you jump through like hoops and things like that after. Does the drug test include a hair sample? No. I don't know if they've changed anything now, but when I did that, it was regular, just like urine testing. I'd like to find out if you must be an American citizen to attend this school. Are foreigners permitted to apply? Thank you for your anticipated prompt response. That was a year ago, and I'm really sorry. I think I did respond, actually, but no, you don't have to be a U.S. citizen. Do you start out chipping paint on deck, though? I didn't, because I work in the engine, but in training, yeah. I did 3 months in Hawaii on a cruise ship. A lot of people that came out of the program that I went through were apprentices there, or if they got lucky, they got some, better paying ship. But this is the ship where I got paid like $3 an hour. And I found my check stub from there not too long ago. It was like a whole different world, a whole community down there. And a lot of apprentices would get on there and wild out, get kicked out, get kicked off, sent home, things like that. Phase 3 is only 6 weeks. Thank you for correcting me. Just asking, how you doing? I'm doing well. How are you? I have a couple questions. How much is the school you attended? The school is free. Free room and board, free food. But you do have to pay for all your credentials and pay for your uniform. Have you heard of Blue Water Maritime School in Jacksonville? Are they an acceptable school? I've never heard of it, so I don't know. Are there any jobs in the business management field with merchant seamanship? I'm sure there are, like human resources, accounting, things like that. I'm sure you probably wouldn't be on the actual ship doing anything that has to do with business management, but it would be great for me because I just got a business degree. One question: did you receive a degree for this position, or was it all academy slash certificate based? Thanks, and I hope you're doing well. No, you don't receive a degree for this with the training program. It's all academy certificate based, but they do have universities like Kings Point in New York where you can go and get a degree and come out as a licensed officer with a degree. And I think for younger people, especially like high school graduates right out of high school, that might be the best option or something to consider. If school's not for you, then by all means go into the training program or do whatever else, military, whatever it was you were planning. But if you want a degree and you want a career and you want to make a lot of money as soon as you graduate, guaranteed, consider one of those maritime colleges like Kings Point, SUNY, SUNY. Google it. We had a third engineer. He came out as a licensed officer straight out of Kings Point. His starting salary was about $15,000 a month. Just throwing that out there. My chief engineer was making around 30 grand, 30 a month. Yeah. So basically, it requires a couple $1,000s before you can even step on a ship. Once all requirements are said and done, and you have to go to the school as well. Well, you don't have to do anything. Choice is yours. It does cost to get all these credentials, make sure that you are stocked up and ready to go, and you're not just gonna step on a ship without knowing anything about a ship or what you're doing. So you have to go to a school or do some type of training. Yes, oh my gosh, you can't just wake up and go. You would be very pleasant to work with. Smart girl. Thank you. If I was single with no kids, I would take this job in a second. I had to join the army to travel. My dad joined the army as well. So really interesting, Danny. Thanks for posting this. Thank you for watching. When you're in port, do you live on a ship? Yes. Yes. The ship is my apartment for the time being. For the whole 120 days, that ship is where I live, no matter where the ship goes. So I have my own room and bathroom most of the time. My first ship, I shared a bathroom with a cadet, and it was disgusting. While you're on a ship, that ship is where you live, where you eat, where you relax. One ship had the movie room, I think I told you guys about, full of DVDs. People trade their hard drives and things like that. But yeah, that's where you live. All my things are there. I never take them off. I set it up like my own bedroom. I bring curtains, sheets. I don't care. It has to feel comfortable for me to be comfortable. So, have you ever thought about being a consultant? No. Really helpful, and I think it definitely pushed me into applying. Thanks so much. You're welcome, and good luck. When people tell me I've already applied and I'm leaving for the school, I get excited because so many people ask all these questions, look through all these videos, do all this research, read, and never do any of it. That's one of the reasons why I made the video to begin with. It's not just a one-step, two-step thing. It's a lot of things you have to do. Thank you for watching, and I hope everybody stays safe.